Okay, hopefully that you could hear everything at the end while we were walking by the highway, well, freeway, I think that is. So yeah, let's continue on. As I said, all throughout my childhood I never got one cavity. That changed in first year of theology. Yeah, so as I said before, in the first year of theology, well, in the first year of university, you have to go to for the health checkup, including dental one. And the doctor that done it, he said, you have a cavity in your teeth, one tooth. I said, I don't feel anything, nothing bothers me there. He said, well, perhaps it's a start, you should go and fix that. So okay, because I was over 18 and a student, my previous personal dentist couldn't see me anymore, so I went to the student healthcare center, which also has several dentists there. And basically I said I was sent by the other doctor. She said, okay, let me see. Okay, there is something here. I will fix that. And I don't know how old when I got 21, I think 22, when I got the first filling in my life. So this was the I think it was the second to the last on the left lower jaw. So they have done that, then I had several years of basically no problems with my teeth until the 6 months before the end of my PhD study program. That tooth that had the cavity and was fixed, it started to bother me. Not a lot, I would describe it like a tingling sensation in there. So I went to my dentist office. I said to her, Lisa, can you check it? She checked it. I see something. Okay, we will remove. We will, put in the medicine and then, reapply the new filling. She done that, and then basically all hell started for me. To make it short, every week I was once or two times at the dentist because the pain started to spread after she done her first procedure. So at first only one tooth was bothering me on the left lower jaw. In 1 month the whole lower jaw started to hurt. In 2 months my left upper jaw started to hurt. I was there, once, twice per week. I have been popping Nalgecin. I think the English word is paracetamol or something like that. Basically, we have, you know, 3 kinds of pain reliefs that are available over the counter. So the first is aspirin, and the second one is Lecadol, and the third one is Nalgecin. So Nalgecin is the strongest one. So I was popping those pills, you know, 2 per day or 4 per day. Nothing helped, you know. And then of course this happened. It's this process. Ja, kuža palca nos. Kuža palca nos. No, pridi. No, pet, no. Zdaj si ga prevohala, no, Firbac. Lisbeth. Dajmo, no. Ja, rekel je, navohi me tam. No, dajmo. Jaj, pridna zadevca. So to continue on, this process started just before the summer vacations. So, because she went to vacations, you know, in that time. So other dentists that work there also saw me. So basically, to recap what everything happened or make it shorter, they pulled out one of my teeth. They opened up 4 or 5, but you know, all they say, they don't know what's wrong with me. And you know, at that time I was spending quite a lot of money on all these, you know, painkillers to go, you know, faster in the line regarding the dental x-rays. I was paying from my own pocket, you know, so that I didn't had to wait. And then of course the doctor, my original doctor, my personal dentist, also she started to say, you know, yeah, you are now finishing your PhD, so I can no longer, you know, see you, which was basically false, because I am, you know, resident of Ljubljana, and the student healthcare center is located in Ljubljana, so she could see me still according to the law. But you know, I was then fed up with her. You know, the pain was unbearable. I said I cannot, you know, function like this, especially for my PhD, you know, defense. So I went to the private dentist, and you know, in the first session, police officers. In the first session, they had, you know, this private dentist office. Well, there are several dentists working there, so it's basically a dental center. They have their own, you know, X-ray department. Their own, you know, what is that? Digital. I don't know. It's not a X-ray. Something else. And they have the whole their own department for, you know, orthodontal works, and you know, for false teeth. What are they? Prosthetics department. So you know, they are one-stop shop. Everything. Of course, you have to pay for everything yourself. But you know, at that time I was desperate. So in the first, you know, I came there. They made all those, you know, X-rays and that scan of the head, a digital scan of the head. I don't know. It's not ultrasound, MRI perhaps. I don't know. And then, you know, I was scheduled to come back in a couple of days, when the doctor, my new private doctor, had, you know, available time. And when I came back, he immediately said, I know what's wrong with you. You have several things that are wrong. So the reason that why I had, you know, spreading pain in both my jaws was plaque, you know, dental plaque, tooth plaque, because apparently 4 other previous doctors that were looking in my teeth never said that I need any plaque removed. You know, he said, yeah, this is why you had such a spreading of the pain into your both jaws. So, and then he said, second thing, you have a sinus infection. With all, you know, these problems with my teeth, it also moved one level above, and this is why I had such a severe pain. Not pretty, Lizzie. The third thing that he discovered was 2 of the recently opened and then filled teeth were done improperly. So one had, you know, didn't the filling wasn't done correctly, and basically there was a space. So this is why, you know, it would hurt me more afterwards than before. The fourth thing, well, so the third and the fourth thing were those 2 teeth, and the fifth thing that he found was another tooth that they opened up. They have done the procedure wrong, and you know, when they are doing your filling, they also have to stun or actually in entirety remove the nerve endings, and then make sure that the bleeding is stopped before they apply the filling material. You know, you have several layers of filling in there. And he basically explained to me that in one tooth this wasn't done, and I have basically still an active bleeding inside it, and that was going on, you know, for 2 months at least. And basically because of that, you know, I had additional pain there, because it was, you know, all that blood that was, let's say, seeping in the tooth was creating additional pressure on still live nerve endings. And yeah, basically he immediately started working on all of these problems, and it took him about a month and a half to fix everything, or basically no, it took him less than a month to resolve everything, but the additional you know, half of the month he spent, he said basically, I don't trust how the other feelings are looking. You know, it basically, here the regular feelings are those, you know, gray ones, you know, from which the soft metal kind. It's not the lead, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, he said I don't like how they are looking, and I recommend you that we replace them all. So basically the next, you know, half of a month he removed every of the gray fillings to now, basically now I have all white fillings, you know. And yeah, basically because of that, in couple of months I went from one somewhat bothering tooth to basically now I have 4 or 5 fillings. Oh yeah, I remembered. Another problem that he found was one of my is it molar, the wisdom tooth, one of the at the back was actually pressing against the others, and that was also some reason for the pain on the upper upper jaw, on the left side of the upper jaw. So they removed also that one. Yeah, so it took about altogether 4 or 5 months. Basically he fixed everything just in time. I think I had 2 weeks before my PhD defense I was finally pain free. So yeah, and even because I had to at first buy all those painkillers, all those additional x-rays, and of course then all the private dental work. I think I spent around 3,000 euros in all, but it was worth it. And now basically I go twice in a year for a checkup. I think it costs me like 20 euros per visit. They also at that time remove any plaque that I have, or set if there I have anything, if I have more plaque that I should go to the hygienists, dental hygienists, to for removal. So yeah, basically now I don't have any problems, knocking on wood. So yeah, another story from my dental history.